Um, that was an abrupt end. What in the actual fuck are we doing here? Welcome everybody to this shit show. I'm gonna call this anyway. I don't know why the intro video quit early. Didn't touch any buttons. Whatever. Is my microphone? Oh, my microphone is super fucking loud. So that should be better. Yeah, welcome to the New World Sim Racing absolute donkey show. Everybody who knows what they're doing is gone, so it's me and Joey.
So you guys are fucked.
I am your quote-unquote host for the week, Chris Troubles Turner. I'm sure I will get a talking to after this week. I'm live from somebody's pocket, according to chat. Okay, I'm back at 0 decibels. Is this better for you? Do you like this better? Does this get you going?
I think my comment's gonna stand out. This is Dylan's worst nightmare.
What's this? I have no information.
What do you mean?
I have no HUD information. All my HUD is incorrectly set. Please hold.
You know, I called this.
So this is the issue when you run triple screen.
Yep.
And you're planning on racing, and then at the last minute they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, none of the people that broadcast this shit are gonna be here. Can you do it?" And I go, "Yeah, I can totally do it. Can I increase my volume 50%? Like my game volume?" My microphone.
The mic.
I mean, theoretically I can. I'm just gonna hold down the button and keep talking until somebody tells me to stop. Because
don't stop. Keep going.
Keep going.
Oh yeah.
We're at 8 decibels. I'm in the yellow already. How about that? Is that better?
Are we sure it's not just Welp's old ears?
That's great. Yellow is good. I mean, I was already in the yellow. Now I'm kind of touching the red, depending on how hard I enunciate. Joey, can we go do something else?
I mean, yeah, if you want.
Can I go back to playing Project Zomboid?
Sure. Just put this on a small screen in the top hand corner so they can still watch the race, and then
Look at that. I figured out how to get them times on the screen. How about that shit?
There we go.
To top it all off, for those of you that don't know, we are using the race control app, and every car that is on the track right now is just showing as yellow flagged. So we're not going to know when there's actually an incident other than the little, the track map up in the corner. So this is going to be a shit show. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. We're working this. Whoever makes the race control app, fix your shit.
It's literally the opposite of what happened last week, where we had no yellow flags and the time intervals were all fucked.
Thank you for following Mommy Green _BY. I don't know why you're following us. This is a travesty.
You know, maybe they feel like they have the same values as the stream.
Maybe they're masochists. Anyway, Joey, there's qualifying going on.
Oh, is there? I just see a bunch of yellow flags, so I thought everyone was dead.
So, yeah, we're qualifying. The bronze/initiation class is out there qualifying right now. Bruno Castaldini is currently sitting on pole. Well, he was. Now he's just been
good job
overtaken by Wojcik with a 32.9 in the McLaren.
That's pretty fast. Holy shit.
32.9 is way faster than I could go. It's a double-edged sword. You like
All
the
right, I
vroom, vroom,
like,
vroom, vroom? Hell yeah.
yeah, you know, I like the simplicity.
I mean, fair enough. If you like the vroom, vroom, we have the vroom, vroom. It's a double, like, I was gonna do this race. I had just switched to the GTR. I have done 0 practice laps. So me not having to drive this track right now in a car I don't know how to drive is probably a good thing.
That is one less potential red flag.
Yeah. I am less likely to kill people sitting behind a mouse.
Yeah, I use that excuse too. It seems to work out well. People tend to show up to more races when I'm not on track. So
I'm gonna stick to iRacing.
yes. By the way, GG's on the dubs. For those who don't know, Chris and Paul, like true professionals, won the Road America 500 yesterday.
Oh yeah, Audi GTO. Minute and 15-second lead over P2. Well, I was thinking about it while I was using the restroom before we started this show.
Mm-hmm.
In what is it, Daytona in
Yep.
January, I believe we got 3rd. So podium that one. Bathurst, my team won our split, a win. Sebring, me and Tiago and Joseph German, P3 in GT3, another podium. And then the 4th special event I've done this year, I have 2 wins and all 4 podiums.
Bruh, you're just an actual Chad. Someone sign him to an esports team.
That's right.
Where's Rob Bound? I'm sure he can hook you up.
I ran into my first like fuck you, Rados.
I mean, you want me to ban him? I've just
No. I ran into my first like legitimate cheater in iRacing, which was kind of cool.
Oh really?
Yeah, never seen him before.
The grips.exe hack from Ryan Cody, like I got.
He was
in ACC.
2 seconds faster than everybody else in an Audi that did that race for the entire weekend. He was running low 204s when everybody else was running like high 205s, low 206s.
Emotional, damn it!
Damn.
Yeah. We just started sim racing a few days ago. It's pretty fun. Hell yes. Welcome to the club.
We say rip your wallet, but welcome to the club.
You don't need money. Money is overrated.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's why you just buy all sim things. Buy once, cry a lot, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
Yeah. Matt Melanson has already called it. So
oh yeah,
happy with his 33.6. Well, nothing has really changed. So Wojcik is still P1. Castellini still P2. Matt Melanson P3 in the Bentley. Happy with his time. Rick Emily, or Ricky Smile as I call him, P4 with a 34 flat, which is probably still faster than I could go. So I would be mid to bottom of this list. And I'm a quote-unquote silver driver. Will Bruner, who is brand new, signed up this past week with a 35 flat, and Mr. Tanner Sudi making his debut this season with a 35.7 in the Porsche. Welcome to the New World Sim Racing Porsche Cup, by the way, because there are a lot of them. You bought ACC, but you didn't touch it yet. I mean, each sim does something really, really well. There is no complete sim. We all play all of them.
What are you talking about? Rennsport is the top tiers, and everything is just trying to be as good as Rennsport.
Listen, they just added time trial mode, so you can race by yourself.
Yep. Oh, and they just released a tweet saying that there's something soon coming.
Yes, it's going to be...
It's not them, but it is something.
It's going to be a hot lap mode where it resets the track every time you cross the start-finish line to give you the optimum grip. Played F1 a lot, but want to get a GT3 as well. Nice.
Join the Discord. There's a lot of us in there. Various sims that will definitely convince you to try to get to buy. But all skill levels. We love new drivers. So yeah, you can come join us.
Yep.
We have slots open.
Yeah, we have everybody from esports pros to people who are just now starting out. We have guys that are willing to help you and coach you and teach you if you are willing to put in the practice.
And whatever you do, do not listen to Andrew Rados.
Just Canadians in general. Just don't listen to Canadians.
Yeah, you should be okay.
That's just a life lesson that I have learned I'm 42. If there's anything I can teach you, it is don't listen to Canadian.
Wise words from Chris Turner.
Right. Dave Miller is our final brawn/initiation driver. He's going to practice his pit stop. Good job, Dave. Dave Miller in the Aston this season. Typically an Audi driver.
I'm proud of him.
Yeah. Guess how much practice he's done?
None.
Probably spot on. The first car out for silver is Mr. Chemo Sith in the Lord Vader 727 Porsche, a recent convert to the Porsche cult. Calling it a cult now.
Yeah, it's ran by. If anything ran by Rados, it's definitely a cult.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And Rados is Canadian.
Yes. Take notes. Take notes, chat. There will be a test at the end of this.
Yes.
A cult, Canadian, both start with a C. Coincidence? I think not.
I got out, Joey. Like, I got out before Oulton. I was in.
Yeah.
Chemo was not facing the correct direction.
Nope.
And I got out, and then I joined the Audi, and I figured out that their Kool-Aid tastes terrible.
Yep.
So I poured it all on the floor. And now I'm drinking that Danny Bison juice.
Now,
What?
where is Austin Wall not here this week?
I see Landon Wall.
Yeah, that's sad. I was about to say, I gave Austin a tribute to escaping the cult. He has a license plate that says "Escape the Cult."
Nice. Yes.
Got him out of the Honda
You
cult.
can quote me on that, Will. I am drinking Danny Bison juice.
Yeah.
You can clip that and send him the Twitch link. If it
That's
makes
like-
me a little bit faster, I will slurp that up all day long. That one's for you, Dylan Beverage.
Yep. Oh, I tagged him in general chat and said that this stream is dedicated to him.
Oh, nice. Mr. John Barrett in the Mercedes, the man who made the video that got cut off prematurely. I'm gonna
Barrett always gets
milk
cut
him.
off prematurely. It's fine.
I hate it when it cuts off prematurely.
Yep.
Who else do we have out there? We have Kyle Heslin, who snuck his livery in right after I had updated all the files on the drive. But since I am a generous god, I added it anyway.
Carter instantly invalids his lap on turn 1, so he's definitely been getting coaching from Andrew Rados, confirmed.
There you go. Taking those esports line.
Yes, yes. So currently, Carter and Chemo are the only two silver without a time. We told Carter that you want a good quali here at Oulton since it's hard to pass, and he's doing the exact opposite. So, love to see it.
He is self-sabotaging.
Yes. And then he'll blame it on the car or the track or something. But in reality, it's just a skill issue.
Massive skill issue. Landon Wall in the Wall Motorsports Mercedes, currently P9 with a 34.6. So Melanson looks like he put in a good time. Ricky's got a pretty good time. I mean, we have bronze and silvers all kind of mixed together.
Sprinkled in. Yeah, silver's a little light today. I know, Ryan's out, you're out, Austin's out. I feel like we're missing some others, but still a good turnout. Love to see it. A lot of gold today.
Yeah, it is definitely a gold heavy race today. Who do we have overall? 29. Pretty good turnout for Oulton Park.
Yep. Nick Kohal put in a lap. He's in P8 with a 34 flat. But yeah, honestly, I love Oulton. I don't know. It's one of those tracks that I didn't really do too much in ACC and then learned it in iRacing and apparently really good at, and I love it. I don't know. It's a fun track.
I enjoy it for the most part, but I die a lot at it.
Yes, same.
Mark is also out there in a Mercedes, the Gold School Racing 199.
I will. Oh, good.
Oh, go ahead.
I will say that the ACC Oulton Park is doing a Sebring wannabe with how bumpy it is. It's
It is
actually insane.
insanely bumpy.
Yeah.
Especially after turn 1 when you hit the kink going down the hill to make that left-hander. Forget it.
Yep.
I skip off into the grass so often. It's ridiculous. Mark currently way up on his lap time. Still has a bit to go. About half a lap. So don't screw it up, Mark. I will even not watch you for now.
So let's see.
German got moved to gold, so he can't be in silver. German, you should have driven slower. I don't know what to tell you.
Yep. So Kyle Hesselin moves up to P2 with a 32.9, 2/10 off of Wojciech.
Yeah, the Nissan, I believe, is going to be strong here today.
Yes.
We are using so we use the LFM BOP, but LFM doesn't have a BOP for Oulton Park because they don't run it during their season. So we are using their theoretical BOP from their hot lap server. And from what I understand, the GTR time was set by a non-esports professional type driver. So it's getting a little help that it might not should be getting. I don't know.
Well, welcome to New World.
I'm driving it, so I wasn't going to complain about it.
Yeah. Hashtag rig.
Listen.
Collusion.
Listen, you run a league and then you can make rules.
Exactly.
Rigged against...
Oh, 100% Rados. Good fuck.
Rados, if you were actually as good as you think you are, then it wouldn't matter if it was rigged. You'd still win.
Oh, shit. Get him.
I won a race where there was a blatant cheater. And you know... I spent half that race talking about how big my ego is when I drive Road America.
Oh yeah, your ego at Road America is like real, but
Massive.
Also you back it up,
yeah.
Obviously, because you won. But like,
Carter,
you at Road America is me at Daytona.
Yeah, Carter P5 currently.
Yeah, he's just washed.
10th up, moves to P4, jumps over Mark. The Mark kept most of that time at 33.2. He is done.
And Carter
goes
into the wall. I'm assuming he's out of gas.
Danny, get back in your pit box.
Oh.
Tryhards lining up already.
Right. So Carter is going to regret this terrible qualifying. Basically, he just needs to get good.
All I heard was
he's going to try to get out. He's not going to have time for another one.
No.
So I don't know what he's doing.
I mean, you
might want to tell your boy that he ain't gonna get another time.
I would leave, do a lap, and practice my pit entry.
Listen, no one practices pit entries, Chris.
I know. I didn't practice mine last week at Red Bull Ring, and I almost died.
So Carter, big brain strat here, takes the shortcut past to take care of half the track.
Is that allowed?
I mean, they don't have walls there. Rados, this is your man. Rados 100% taught him this, without a doubt. I mean, don't worry. He's going to literally invalidate this lap on turn 1. Just watch, and then it's not going to matter. See?
I'd almost forgot to activate the sheet. So that would have been bad.
Oh, that would have been bad.
Yeah.
So there we go. I stream sniped Carter to make sure that it wasn't valid anyways.
Congratulations. 27. That is, Emo is about a 10.5 down on his best time.
That's not gonna do it. Let's see, 22, 24. So Landon and Kyle both are having a lap in here.
Yeah, Kyle is still on a valid one, but a 10th down. Landon is almost 4/10 up with about half a lap to go. I see a sea of gold drivers have left the pit. Run, Landon, run. Yeah, Chemo absolutely killing it in qualifying. Pole for silver, a 32.8. So only a 10th off of Wojcik, who I believe will. I mean, strong silver probably.
Yeah.
He didn't finish Red Bull Ring, so we don't really know.
Oh,
I believe he was collected in an
that is
incident
not
early.
an incident.
An incident.
An incident.
You know,
So
as
looks like we have Daddy Danny, who supplies Chris with his juice.
Somebody asked if I was going
starting
to
the first
milk
lap.
him. And have you seen Danny Bisden? I would milk him.
I would. Yeah.
He's a beautiful man. If you
Yes.
haven't seen Danny Bisden, I don't know if he's streaming or not, but you can do !Bisden in the Twitch chat thing, and it'll give you a link to his stream. I don't see him live right now, but follow him anyway. He's got his picture up there.
Like you get Danny and Carl and Hutch all together, and it's just all over, dude.
Yeah. Hutch is not here this week though. He signed out.
No.
So no gold Boatley this week. We do have Kevin Blanchett in the Mercedes. I actually have a livery for him this week, so
Woo-hoo.
very cool. 949. I don't know who the heck those guys are. They sound sketchy at best.
Yeah, they sound like sketchy old men, honestly.
Like if you know, I bet they're into like slippers and feet and stuff.
Oh, definitely. Sounds like it. Just like walk around with just a robe and just slippers on, nothing else.
Yeah. Bet he like smokes a pipe. Like pushes his glasses up and goes, yes, interesting.
Pit wall.
Numbers. We love you
All
all.
in front of a fireplace.
Bearskin rug, crackling fire. We can just see it. With his big old jug of Arkansas moonshine.
You mean Arkansas, dude?
Arkansas,
Right?
that's right.
So Danny Bison goes to pole with
Right.
a 32.6, so only a 10th off of Wojcik.
Yeah, Jose in the Lightning McQueen Porsche. A 33.2 is going to be P8 currently. Who else do we have out there? We have Mr. Joseph German, who was just like, oh, I'm not in silver anymore, you made me a gold. P10. A 33.3. He ditched the Audi as well, because he is smart.
And Rados Get Good gets the pole with a 32.62, so 200s off of Danny Bison.
Ooh, buddy.
This guy was bitching about how quick the Nissan is.
Yeah.
And got him.
Muff, why are you in Twitch chat? Why aren't you out here?
Yeah, wait a minute.
Didn't I just change your car for you too? You're not even here?
What an asshole.
How could you? Zach Heish. S4L NWSR Lightning Porsche. Okay. I'm sure it stands for something New World Sim Racing.
Yep.
Yeah, in a Porsche as well. Prize 133.5.
Sick kid and wife is out of town. I mean, it sounds like you give the kid some Benadryl.
Yes.
And,
NyQuil.
yeah.
Lots of NyQuil. That Keish is going to jump to P8.
Danny Bison says, get good, Rados, and drops a 32 flat. So 6 cents quicker than Rados.
I expect to see Danny in the 31s by the end of qualifying.
I agree.
Don Belanger in the Donnie's Video Rentals Racing, the old school VHS livery that Barrett put together for him. If you don't know what a VHS is, you're a fetus. I don't know what else to tell you.
Checks out. Carl Big, crying and Ferrari noises down in P20.
I mean, he's up almost a second into the final corner.
If you don't know, the Ferrari is ass here. Ask Danny for his Ferrari setup and you'll cry.
Yes, it is very not good, as you can tell, because him and Don are right next to each other. Also, Carl has gotten back on the addiction that is Project Zomboid, so I imagine he hasn't practiced a whole heck of a lot.
Oh, I forgot to update Carlos's livery. Since he Alt F forward last week, I feel like that should be an additional soul where I got his twice.
If you want to go commiserate with Carl or tell him that we love him and we're sorry that he's suffering, exclamation point big in the Twitch chat. He is also a beautiful man.
Yes. And if you love whiskey, you can go talk to him.
Yes, if you are a booze hound like Tiago,
but actually have class, then Carl's your man.
true. Who's out there? Rados is about to cross the line. Rados 2/10 up at 32.4. Closing the gap. Danny is at 31.9 though.
Yeah, with another 10th on the table currently in sector 1.
Yes.
So
he is a very, very quick.
Zach Keish was up a 10th and I clicked on him, so sorry about that. That's awkward.
That's Joey's fault.
Yep.
Carlos Guzman. I thought Carlos was switching to the Porsche as well. I thought.
It's probably because I threatened his life.
Oh, that's right. He owes you souls.
Yeah. So on the back of the car is his soul count. So.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. This man literally asked me at like 2 p.m. last Sunday, "Hey, do you mind making me a livery?" So this is what you get: a debt.
Right. So Danny just crossed the line at 31.7. So
dear Lord. So
I don't
Rados is getting a taste of Gapplebee's tonight. That's what you're saying.
I don't know what else to say. I think the alien times for like the good cars are low to mid 31s here, like 31.3 ish. So Danny is cooking.
Just let him cook, dude.
Let him cook. For reference, I'm about 3 seconds slower than Danny. Although I was running default aggressive. He sent me a setup. I didn't get to drive it. Whatever. You know the story.
Yep.
Carl's
Alright.
up a couple tenths.
Joby, can someone please save this man from the Honda?
He's driving the Honda and he's also not practicing.
Yeah.
Because that's Joby. He's like, my practice is the 15 minutes before he starts.
I tried some laps in the Honda the other night here. I have never felt more scared in my life.
Why would you do
and
that?
I did the GTP when they first came out. And yet this still scared me more.
Like, why would you voluntarily
I think it's a
Honda?
cry for help, honestly.
That's fair.
Like, should we just change him to the GTR without telling him, just to save him? Like,
I'm trying to get Joby and Ryan and Barrett to come back to the GTR, so we can have GTR versus Porsche versus being like.
Yeah. The Pink Daddy is in the GTR. I feel like the Pink Daddies need to come back.
Yeah, they've all they've splintered. A couple of them went Mercedes. You know, Joby, I don't know, like found himself in an alleyway, drugged in a Honda. Barrett is very impressionable. Here, think about this. Go back to the GTR, get Danny setups. Oh!
Easy wins.
Easy, free time.
And if you kill Rados, I won't even see that it happened.
So Rados at 32.6, so he is 4 tenths clear of Zach Keish, who's called it because qualifying is essentially over. Carl's gonna cross for his final lap. He moved to P6, so 32.8.
All right.
Yeah, he only gained like 0.06 of a second, but he jumped like 4 or 5 spots because they are very tightly packed.
So I thought about talking about Joby for about 1 millisecond, and he lost 4 tenths of delta that he had. So Joby, I'm sorry. He was like up 4 tenths, trying to at least gain something, but not looking great.
Oh,
Carlos Guzman is also in an invalid lap. So
yeah, I was gonna say he was up 7 seconds, and I was like, something doesn't seem right.
doing a practice pit stop.
Joby looks like he is drifting. That double right-hander. He has Rados behind him. Rados looking for a little cheeky toe.
Not going to help him here. And he's just going to put it in the grass.
Rados is off. Joby is even with his time, and that will do it for qualifying.
Alrighty. So the grid is set. We have Danny Bison on pole by 5 tenths to Andrew Rados. Zach Heish P3. Mike Wojcik. Is it Matt or is it Mike? I don't actually know. I just said a name with confidence.
Michael Wojcik. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce his name. It's probably not.
So if you prefer Michael over Mike, then I'm sorry.
Well, we have Mike Jackson.
Yeah.
Who's not here.
Chemo takes pole for silver. Yeah. Group is kind of all over the place. We got about a 4-second difference between the front and the back on a short track. That's going to make things a little interesting with the traffic, but it definitely seems like there's pulls of people. So like P6 through P9 is within a tenth. Like,
yeah, basically everybody from third back is. I mean, you got 5 tenths between 1 and 2, and then 4 tenths between 2 and 3, and then it's like 300s here, 500s there. Like there's not a lot of gap in there.
That's what she said.
But tis. Right. Thank you for the follow, G9 Eclipse. What's up, Mike? Good luck to everybody.
Hi, Mike.
Miss you, Mike. Mike, not a fan of Oulton Park, from what I understand. I was in the practice, or when I was setting up the practice server, I like started it and I jump in it to make sure the settings are correct, time of day, temperature, yada yada yada.
Yep. No
sooner had I joined than Mike joins. I was like, wait a minute, Mike, I haven't even like announced that it's up yet or anything like that. He's like, I don't drive Oulton Park, I need to start practicing. I was like, that's fair. Go for it. Normally Milo would do a grid walk or something like that. Whatever.
We didn't do it last week, it's fine.
Whatever. Like, this season is already kind of out the window. It's fine.
Yep, totally fine. No big deal.
You guys want to watch the intro video again? While we sit here and wait?
I mean, you can.
Man, that video slaps.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
So, interestingly enough, Joey, not everybody is yellow flagged on my race control right now.
I noticed that. Fucking kudos, dude.
Wait, Mike went to Vegas and he didn't take us? What the? 23 GT3s? There's actually 29 of them out there, Rose is cold. So, it do be like that. Everybody trying to figure out where they're gonna go. Are you doing like a side-by-side thing? You have like you got a turn one cam?
Yeah, I've got a turn one cam.
Oh snap! Look at that.
Just
Fucking,
for you, though.
fucking
No one else.
professional looking. Look at this.
I know, right?
2x2. Danny brings them around. And I don't know if the Porsche can. Like I know the Porsche accelerates really well, but the GTR grunt.
I mean, yeah, the GTR is just gonna bully him off track and then just.
Also keep in mind that if there is a massive crash, you're gonna have to type in chat, "Hey, we're red flagging," and then go let them know. Yada yada yada. You know the deal.
Yeah.
It's all gonna be fine though. Everybody is nice and respectful.
Yep.
Green flag. We are underway. Danny leads the way into turn one on the inside. Rado's looking around the outside.
Pretty wide in the back, but so far so good.
Yep, Carl touching a little bit of grass. We look okay.
Couple contacts in the back end, but no one spins around, so everyone is up and running.
Yeah, Danny gets a good jump. Rado slots into P2, Zach Heish P3, Jose Guzman P4. And we are underway, headed towards the hairpin. Keep in mind, braking points are fluid in traffic. Everybody.
We got one person off track, trying to go too wide through the kink.
That doesn't work.
Not wise.
This is basically Oulton Park. You qualify, and then you just follow the leader, unless you are very, very brave and very, very good on the brakes. Yeah. I see Dylan Sowers yellow flagged. They're at the back.
Ricky Smiles tries to go too wide through the first chicane. Charlie King goes off as well.
Yeah, you guys need to get those tires up to temp. Maybe chill for lap 1, hard to lap 2 maybe.
I do hope people practice their pit stops. Undercut very big here, very, very important.
Yeah, Joseph German having a look at Chemo there. Not gonna be able to get by.
Oh, by the way, you spoke too soon. Everyone's yellow flag on my screen now.
Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, well,
yep.
It lasted like a lap. So
Austin or off track yellow flag. I don't see any contact though. So first lap, only 2 contacts. So you love to see it. Good job, boys.
It is very, very cold on track. It's 15C or 15 ambient, 20 track. So a little chilly. Tire temps are going to be a factor. I know I had blue edges whenever I was doing practice earlier this week. You know, because I enjoy edging the rubbers. Sorry.
Yep.
Well, doesn't practice his pits.
Matt Melanson goes wide into turn 2 here. In the grass in the Bentley.
Yeah, that's.
Sir, that car is meant for the water, not the grass.
He is. It's a land yacht.
Oh, Carlos Guzman and Nick Kohout have a little scuffle in the hairpin.
Yeah,
Carlos was off track.
Yeah, Nick, followed by Will Bruner. Rick Simile is in the pits. He was saying in Twitch chat that he was thinking he might have some VR issues. So if he disconnects, that's why. No. I hope he's not already having VR issues. We have Lambo on Lambo, followed by Joby in the Honda. And Landon Wall in the Mercedes. So Joby P22 looking to make some moves. A little further up the field, Michael Lukey following Porsche teammate Chemo with Mark Robeson hot on his heels.
So I went back and checked the contact between Mr. Carlos and Nick. Nick actually tried to missed his braking point a little bit, was on the inside going through the hairpin, made contact and let Carlos keep the position. So
Fair enough.
love to see the good sportsmanship.
Yep, good sportsmanship is always appreciated, but if you do cause a contact, it will most likely result in a penalty. Every incident is looked at in our post-race review later in the week when we feel like doing it because we're lazy.
Professionals.
Professional procrastinators.
Yes.
I didn't post penalties until today or last week because that's a Ferris job and he's been busy.
Yep. We are professionals at anything that ends in eighters. Let you figure that one out.
Yes. I'm a master at it.
And if you're from Oklahoma, they just might not know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Spelling is hard.
Taters, right? Talking
Yep.
about taters?
Exactly. Professional taters.
I'm a big fan of taters. Mark Robeson is alongside Carter. I think Mark might have taken a little field trip through the grass, and now he's going to drag race a Porsche. Make him work for it, Mark. Make him work for it. Ooh,
Yes,
Mark around the
hold
outside.
on.
I think Carter might have got a little bit of a touch from the car
And Bruno
behind.
spins from behind. He was.
I think Bruno had to brake very, very hard to not kill Carter and spun himself on accident.
Yep.
Which is very unfortunate. Yeah, well, the 949 Lexus, Kevin out there repping the brand.
So I found it. Actually, Bruno eats that curb on the inside, and gonna have a bad time.
That, yeah. Herbs are high in saturated fats and cholesterol. Do not eat them.
Yes. Unless you're me.
I mean, I will 100% nom down on a big old sausage. Wait.
Yes. Same, honestly. Huh?
Huh?
I don't know.
Dylan Sauer on his recovery drive up to P23 currently, and behind Dave Miller in the Aston Martin. Same number, 603. It's not orange though, which is weird.
Yes.
Dave Miller, as long as I've known him racing in the Pine Series, has driven an orange Audi. And now he's in a blue and yellow Aston. And my brain just can't.
Is that like the definition of a midlife crisis? Like, does he just go to iRacing and drive only a Corvette with his New Balances?
I mean, does that mean you're having a midlife crisis? Because you just drive a Corvette.
I'm just it's just a forever midlife crisis. Is that a life crisis?
Man, race control is losing its mind.
It's struggling, dude. It really is. Once again, we'll just blame Kudos. It's probably not even Kudos' fault, but it's probably is also. So
yeah, it's showing like lots of moves. As Barrett gets by Dave Miller,
and Miller loses position to Bruno as well.
Yeah, I think Bruno is probably a silver driver, so Miller's not going to put up much of a battle there. Let these two Mercedes go at it.
Mr. Zach Keish has a Guzman behind him.
That's terrifying.
Always. So Jose, hot on the tail, got some pushy on pushy action.
What's the over-under for DTs, asked Mike. Yes. If there's not,
you go to Vegas once and you're asking about the over-unders.
Yeah, you have a problem, Mike. There's 1-800, was it Get Help or something like that? No, that's for smoking. Like that's smoking. I don't know.
Just don't go to that chapel, Mike, all right?
It's not a problem until you're like betting your house or your 401k or something like that. I feel like Mike is smart enough.
And you know, maybe he's doing that over under DTs in Vegas right now with the house.
I mean, you could bet here and probably win like 20,000 channel points. Yes. And then take that to Vegas and they'll be like, "What's wrong with you? Get out of here."
So we have
Tanner Jose with the drift.
With Dylan Sauer right up behind him.
Yeah, Dylan Sauer, who was off in the hairpin early in the race.
Oh, then he had a moment trying to check up, lost a bunch of time.
Yeah, I think Nick Kohout was saying that the Lambo is not fantastic here or in general, so I imagine it's not fun.
Oh, Michael Wojcik goes wide off into the
Oh
kink.
no, he didn't thread
Gets
the
stopped by
needle.
the wall.
That is
That-
unfortunate.
This is pain.
We've all done it.
And even if you're in triples, you can't see because that other wall.
Yeah.
This is someone else is off there.
669.
That's Carter. Loses it in the kink as
and it
well.
looks like Carlos Guzman is also slow moving. He had a moment as well. Oulton Park is claimed 3 drivers already. I believe Ricky Smile is probably out because of his VR. Little B Diddy, that's Austin Wall, is it not? In chat?
Yeah,
It is him. I knew it. Carl looking to make a move on Jose with the big drift, manages to catch it and not die, but lose the position to Carl, and now he is under fire from the Lexus of Kevin Blanchett. Sky High Beaver Motorsports. I know Joey is not a Beaver fan, but I am.
Lol.
Make another tally on the board.
Yep. So Wojcik loses it by touching grass on the exit on the entry before going into the kink. Carter does almost the exact same thing. And that's how he loses it as well.
I mean, I've done that, but you just follow the car ahead of you. Ooh, Dylan Sauer with a big wobble on corner exit. Manages to catch it. He has Mr. Barrett breathing down his neck as they head towards the hairpin. Barrett is going to touch grass. Watch out for the wall. He's got that thing shut down. He is going to slide in between the wall. Okay, Barrett, back up.
Oh, no.
Gonna hammer the throttle, kick it out to the side. Fair enough. And he slid right between the wall and the barricade.
Yep. So I watched Carlos Guzman. I think he had an oh shit Code Brown moment with Carter going across track. And I think accidentally shut off his car, so he had to park it on the exit of the hairpin and get it started back up.
Oh, rip. That's the worst.
Yep. Tanner off track.
Yeah, I think he's just he's checking the perimeter.
Yep. So he loses a couple positions.
Every time I click on somebody to watch a battle, something happens and one of the car disappears. So now we're watching Charlie King behind Carter. Carter is going to dive into the pits. That is very, very early.
He hit the wall in his crash, so he's probably trying to get that. It was rear end damage as well.
I imagine the Porsche with no diffuser is a nightmare here.
Yeah, I would say so.
So Michael Lukey is tucked in behind Chemo for P2. So Chemo's P2 in silver, Michael Lukey P3. Kyle Heslin is way out ahead of these two in that Nissan. Thank you for the follow, Arlen Santos 75. Welcome to New World Sim Racing GT3 Sprint Series 2024 Season 2 Round 2 from Oulton Park. Holy shit, I got it all out. Look at me go.
Proud of you, Dad.
And now I'm having a strunk. Charlie King is off into the grass as I click to Dylan Sauer. Again, trying to watch a battle and one of them goes off track.
Yeah. Oulton Park is going to thank New World Sim Racing for cutting the grass for them.
You guys are killing me. Like, I don't have anything to commentate on if they keep running off track and getting rid of battles.
Yeah. So Danny Bison up front currently has a 2.3 gap to Rados and P2. And then Rados has a 4.5 second gap to Zach and third.
Yeah, Rados just put it in.
And as I say that, Joby Insta Alt F4 in the Honda. That's basically trademark.
Joby is going back to space. We love you, Joby.
Oh, he returned to bed. I thought
Oh. Arlen Santos says, let's go, Bruno Casaldini and Gabriel. I don't think Gabriel is here. I do not recognize the name, but Bruno is here. We are very, very happy to have Bruno.
So Kyle Heslin has a friend now. There is a Don Bellinger, hot on his tail. I would assume you might let him go by because that fight is not worth it.
Yeah, that's a not for class, but how much pride do you have?
Yes, I mean you're in a GTR. You can probably keep this Ferrari behind you, honestly,
Probably. I mean,
if you don't make a mistake.
what's their gap? Like 4 seconds back to Chemo? I mean, it's nice to have different class car between you and the guy who's chasing you. But at the same time, you don't know how eager Don is to get up the track, and if he feels like you're holding him up, he's gonna send it because he can see Kevin Blanchett right in front of you.
Yeah. Also, Carter comes out of the pits in probably the most awkward spot. He is currently ahead of Carl Bick, who has Jose behind him, and Blanchett. So he is like in between.
Well,
these fast
Jose
boys.
just looped it on the exit of the corner.
Yeah.
Carter got a little bit loose. Carl's gonna scoot on by. No problems there. Well done. There's a car off in the grass. The Jose is moving again.
That is a green Porsche. You know, it'd help if there wasn't all Porsches.
I believe that is Austin Orr.
Yes, Austin Orr goes off.
He
and now is in an awkward situation.
Yeah,
oh
he's
my God.
just trying to move out of the way, take the access road. Max Diggs is still chasing Joseph German. Porsche on BMW.
Yeah, so the traffic is starting to become a thing.
That is not a place to park
God.
a car. Please don't do that.
Holy shit.
I'm not even driving and I almost shit my pants.
Yep.
I can imagine Max and Joseph.
Yep. Joseph German, especially with Max Diggs and hot on his tail, probably make a ground moment there. Also, if you did not see on the left side of Joseph's car, he is representing New World Sim Racing. On the other side, he is representing Racing Sim World New.
Classic.
The logo is mirrored. And you know, if that doesn't scream New World, I don't know what does. So let's see. I'm trying not to say anyone's names because everyone just dies when we do.
New World Sim Racing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does that mean we die?
Beautiful. Love it.
Yep.
That is a. If you were to describe a New World Sim Racing livery to me, there would have to be something backwards or misspelled.
Yes.
Don Bellinger is going to get a run on Kyle Heslin, but the GTR has the grunt up the hill. Don is forced to stick behind him again.
And car off, Austin Orr off again in the hairpin.
I'm just gonna. We're not gonna focus on people just having off tracks. Like, I don't want to call out every time everybody makes a mistake. It's demoralizing when you go back to watch the broadcast and you're like, oh shit, they keep calling my name because I'm having a bad race.
This is true.
If you want to call out every time I make a mistake whenever I'm out here driving, 100% do that because that's hilarious.
Right? I mean, that's what y'all do when I'm out there, so.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm not off track, am I really racing?
Bruno is P18. Yeah, Bruno is P18. He is. We're assuming he's gonna be a silver, so he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th possibly. Once he gets shuffled into a category, we know he did have a spin earlier, hit a curb, and touched some grass. But 42 minutes of this race left to go, so not out of it yet.
So. Yeah, we've got almost 20 minutes gone. I'm curious to see when people start thinking of possible undercuts.
Michael Lukey has friends now in the Joseph German. Look at me, I'm Ferris. It's that strong I'm having.
Yep.
And Max Diggs is where as well. So 2 gold drivers coming up behind Lukey. Lukey currently P3 in silver. What kind of time is he putting in? A 33.8 is his overall best. A 34.5 last lap. The 2 behind him are running mid 33s. About a second difference on the previous lap. So we'll see what Lukey does whenever these 2 get there. I know last week he was letting faster class drivers go. Just trying to win silver.
Dylan Sauer gets the move done on Matt Melanson. So he is up to P16 overall. And now we'll try to chase down Carlos.
We're down to 25 cars. Started with 29. We lost 4 so far. Thank you for the follow, MRT Gotti. Or is it Mr. T Gotti? Do you wear gold chains? Say I pity the fool?
I was about to say, do you pity the fool or are you the fool?
That's not very nice, Joey.
Well, you never know.
I mean, they followed us, so it's possible.
Oh, but exactly, you know.
But we do appreciate you being here. Watching whatever this is. Speaking of watching this, Don Bellinger still hanging out with Kyle Heslin. I mean, it's a huge fuel save. Like he's got to be saving tons of fuel that he's not going to have to add to that car.
So we do have an interesting situation now forming as Mr. Lukey now has Joseph German and Max Dix catching him both within a second of him. We know Lukey always loves a good fight, so curious to see if he sticks with this battle or lets him by.
That's what I was talking about a minute ago. Is last week at Red Bull Ring, like when I went and watched the broadcast back, Lukey was letting like gold drivers go by, like not trying to fight them. I know he does like a good battle, but I think he's trying to be smart and battle people that are in his class and not guys that don't matter for points to him. Like, we all want the bragging rights. Like, I want to finish top 10, right? That would be huge. That was kind of weird. His car, like, just glitched for me. But if you've got 2 gold drivers behind you that are not for position and they're catching you, like, consistently, like, I'm just going to let you go. But that's just me.
Yep. So Matt Melanson had an off, so Bruno got around, and Joby. No, sorry, Barrett. Was it Barrett?
So Joby is gone.
Yeah, Barrett is gone as well. Barrett just insta alt F4, lost it.
Barrett in the Twitch chat, Nissan, here I come. Oh yeah. Oh, MRT Gotti is here cheering for Bruno as well. Nice. Rodrigo Gotti. MRT is abbreviation for Multi-Tap Racing Team. Heck yeah, man.
It all makes sense now. It's all coming together, Chris.
Yep. Putting 2 and 2 together and getting 5.
Yep.
Because I went to public school in Middle America.
And I went to public school in Florida.
Yeah, which is just as bad.
Yeah. Listen,
we
didn't got time to learn math, only how to handle gators there.
Yeah, I have a phone with a calculator on it. We have, we missed it, but Don Bellinger has gotten by Kyle Heslin. Didn't see if it was forced or if Kyle made a mistake or just kind of let him go. Joseph German is going to dive into the pits and get away from Max Diggs.
I like this call.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I think this is a good call. Doesn't want to fight Lukey. Doesn't want to lose a position to Max, so
yeah, just get out
of
the
pits. And I think he's going to get out before Danny gets around, so he should be in race point.
Yeah, I mean, we can check in with the leader, Danny. 4 seconds clear of P2. Rados is about 6 seconds clear of P3. So these guys are out there hot lapping right now. Carl seems to be catching Zach Heish, not at a high rate of speed, but he's getting there. Like he's within striking distance.
Yep, and the pace between Danny and Rados isn't drastically different. It's just enough that Danny's able to slowly pull away.
I mean, Danny put in a 32.3 last lap. Rados did a 32.6. Their best laps are pretty close. It's only a tenth between them. Joseph German with a drive-through.
No.
There you go, Mike. There's one. All bets pay out. I don't know what that was. I just happened to notice that he has one. I don't know if he was already on 3 and then got it somewhere. That is unfortunate because he was having a pretty good race. Fighting with Max Diggs. And now he's going to have to go back through the pit. So Max and Lukey are the closest battle on track. Basically the only one under a second. Jose Guzman, we can see in the background there, is facing sideways. That freaking downhill left-hander, man, he has spun it twice there. And I just want to point out, I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but most of the cars that are spinning and going off track and stuff are Porsches.
So don't listen to Rados.
Stop drinking the Kool-Aid.
He's really good at giving out that Kool-Aid.
I mean, that's fair.
So I did go back and look. That DT is from Speedy in the Pits, the pit entry line.
F.
1 or 2 kilometers.
Is the pit entry board still there?
You know, that's a great question. I actually don't know.
It probably is because Nick isn't racing this season. But it's always fun to see.
Right. Andrew Rados also.
Yep, Rados into the pits.
How that? I listen.
Well, I just saw that he was in the pit.
Oh, okay.
I tend to not to look at Rados.
So Max Diggs still sitting behind Michael Lukey. I wonder if he should have just responded to the Joseph German pit.
Well,
immediately,
yeah.
Or is this going to cost him?
I mean, if you catch Lukey and he doesn't just let you by, hopefully you've seen that German has gotten a drive-through, so that battle is pretty well over as long as you don't get one as well.
Yeah.
So he might consider pitting soon. I mean, we're almost halfway. I don't know what his strategy is calling for, but Lukey is not making it easy, that's for sure. Last lap, Max Diggs 33.4, Michael Lukey 34 flat, so about half a second between them. Best laps are about the same, less than a tenth apart. So Lukey is not slow by any means. But again, he's got Mark Robeson looming in the background behind Max. A big black and gold Mercedes.
Oh, the game crashed.
Your game crashed? Rip. I hope my game doesn't crash. So Rados comes out behind Carlos Guzman, the one who did not drink the Kool-Aid. Carl Big and Kevin Blanchett both into the pits. So pit cycle has started as we are 33 minutes left in the race. Temperature hasn't really changed. No wind, optimum track, good racing conditions. As long as you have your pit strategy set with the correct tire pressures, you should be fine. Carlos is going to defend, but no, he's going to let Rados by. No point in fighting that one. Bruno is stuck to the back of Dylan Sauer. Oh, there's the multi-tap racing. Okay. Nice. I dig the colors.
When it all comes to color?
Yeah.
Comes together?
Comes to color, yeah. I said I like the colors, and you just took that. Color? Yes. Color. Yes.
Yes. Colors?
Colors add up.
Florida brain, sorry.
Yep. It's Sunday, man.
All right.
Sunday ain't for thinking.
Hell no. Alright, I'm back.
High back. Got him.
Oh, man. Damn it.
We are the worst broadcasters in the history of broadcasting, Joey.
Yep.
I just want you to know that.
Oh, I know. I
And
learned from the best, aka you.
It's fantastic.
You know, they thought we didn't actually exist because they never saw us both in the booth at the same time. But this is honestly the reason why. It just would be bad for business, but here we are.
Yeah. Landon Wall has not done his pit. He is currently behind Matt Mellinson.
Why the f am I so unlucky? Why the f am I so unlucky?
What are you talking about, Luis? You're not unlucky. You're not even racing this season. Landon Wall looking to get by Mellinson. Mellinson currently sitting P2 in the bronze/invitational category. Or initiation, not invitational. Mellinson's going to dive into the pits, which is going to let Landon Wall have free track in front to stretch those Mercedes legs. Bruno, big chillin' behind the Lambo. Rados is behind Nick Kohout. Nick Kohout's livery colors are fantastic. I highly rate it. Is Nick gonna... Nick is not gonna lift here and let this go.
He got paid by Danny, confirmed.
I mean, knowing Rados' ego, I would hold him up if I could.
Oh, 100%.
I didn't last week. I was very, very nice and let him go. You wanted to test the sound, Luis? That's fair. Test away. Don, Michael Lukey, and Max Diggs all into the pits.
Matt Mellinson in the pits as well. Oh, just left the pits, sorry.
Yep, yeah, Matt left the pits. He was in front of Landon Wall just a minute ago. So that is Dave Miller that Nick Kohout and Rados are trying to get by. Miller, just kill him. Kill him. Just don't break.
Rados, absolutely. Knowing Rados, BMW driver IRL, so is absolutely raging right now.
Here's the great thing about it, is Nick has not done his pit stop, Rados has.
Oh yeah, he's triggered.
They're not racing each other for position, and I love that Nick is not letting it because he doesn't have to move. He is not blue flagged. They are technically racing for on-track position, although not really.
That fat check from Danny Bison came in hot.
I feel like this could have been from Danny, this could have been from you, this could have been from a lot of people.
Oh, I'm sure Nick would have done it for free if I messaged him, probably. I mean, look, oh, this is great.
Nick also enjoys racing people. He just wants he wants a battle. He's battling with the guy that was running P2.
Yep. So Zach and Danny both in the pits.
Yep.
So let's see how much this punishes Rados.
Quick mom, take a picture. Kyle Heslin leading the race.
Love to see it.
With Chemo in P2.
Oh, and Rados makes the move. Too little too late, though, I think.
Yeah, he probably lost a bunch of time there.
Zach is not moving yet. So I think he's going to be okay. Loses so much time.
Yeah.
This is about 5 seconds.
I mean, cry me a river.
Yep. I don't care.
I was wondering if you were going to sing it. I was hoping you were going to start singing it.
You're welcome.
I intentionally didn't say anything just to make it awkward silence so you would start singing.
Well, there you go.
Excuse me while I take a sip of my monster.
Jose Guzman, DT.
That's 2.
That is 2.
Did he get a DT by spinning out and going off track? Because those are the best.
We have to know.
Or did he speed in the pit lane? Because he's currently in the pits. So he's going to have to do his pit stop, leave, and then drive back through. Carl Big looking to make a move on Bruno. I think Bruno's going to let him go here. Yeah, he just stays to the side, lets Carl go. Fair enough. Carl's going to give a little flash to say thank you. What a guy.
Aww.
Exclamation point Discord. If any of you other guys want to join the Discord, we had a thing like Bruno posted last week that he doesn't speak English, and so I tagged Tiago and Victor and said these guys can help you out if you need anything translated, this, that, and the other. If you need, and Tiago jumped on there because Tiago's our resident Brazilian, and Victor as well. So we have quite a few South American gentlemen. Oh, Joey. Victor is gonna try to. Yes, that's my name. Victor said he's gonna try to get his visa stuff and maybe come to Road America.
Oh shit.
We're gonna have 2 Brazilians.
And we're gonna have a lawyer.
I know. Which means we can do debauchery things.
Yes. So, that's fucking awesome. First of all.
Well, it's not like a confirmed thing. He just said he was gonna look into getting his visa stuff done. I mean, if they're gonna let Tiago into the country, I feel like Victor would be like a shoe-in.
Yeah. I mean, oh look, I'm a lawyer. Oh, you're good.
Unless he says that he knows Tiago.
Then yeah, they're like, ugh.
They'd be like, that guy barely made the cut.
Yeah.
You know what they say about the friends you keep.
So, interesting thing here. Jose Guzman.
Yes.
I went back to the replay. When he got the DT, he was literally on the apex, on the pavement of the final corner when it popped up on my screen.
ACC is racist.
Confirmed.
I don't know why else it would give him one.
I don't know.
I have no clue.
I don't know if it was something because of my replay. I don't know.
Maybe it's because of his livery.
Maybe.
I don't know why that would have anything to do with either, but you know.
No, not sure. So let's see. So Joseph German lost a lot of time.
He did.
Did I miss something?
He got a DT, remember?
Oh, that's right. I would do it. I would do it.
Because he was being chased by Max Diggs, did his pit stop, sped, got a DT. Yep.
So, and Max Diggs was able to get the jump over Lukey in the pits.
Yes, and now he is stuck behind the wide body of Mr. Mark Robeson.
Who will definitely not let you by.
I feel like Mark will let you by. Mark is a sensible guy. He's in P2. He can see P1 and silver right in front of him. He's not going to take the chance of getting killed by a gold driver. Not that Max would kill you, but Max is very, very fast, and he's driving a Porsche.
And by Porsche standards, kill you.
Oh, Max also said he had to turn down his base shakers on his rig just for this track. Because as you can see from that corner, these cars do be bouncing.
I mean, I feel like I would turn it up, but that's just me.
I mean,
that's for
same. little rumbly in the, you know.
Yeah, I play chess, dude. That's what it's for.
You can tell. You can cheat.
Yep.
The dumbest story I've ever heard.
It's the greatest story ever, though. Like, let's be real. That's pretty genius.
I don't understand.
It's genius.
I have never wanted to win anything that much.
I mean, I don't even need to win to do it, but like, hey.
I mean, yeah. I like that people in the Twitch chat have stopped like trying to talk to us because holy cow.
Ferris is typing up the letters of termination of our positions.
Yeah, Ryan is fiercely drafting an apology letter to the community. We're sorry for what was said on the stream today.
I'm set up in the Honda next week as my punishment.
The views of Joey and Chris do not represent that of New World Sim Racing, even though they're both admins of the community. Click, click, click.
Yep.
And that's what they get paid for.
Yeah, and we get paid to do this.
Exactly. Max Diggs still behind Mark Robeson. Carl is behind Zach Heish within a second now, so he is catching. Lap traffic is coming into play. That looks like Landon Wall in front of Zach Heish. Holy cow, Carl's car looked very unstable in the exit there.
Yep.
I want to know how badly
Oh
he
my
is sawing at the wheel.
I mean, on a scale of 1 to Hutch.
Buff is too busy to watch the race. I can imagine with sick kids. Landon lets these two by. No problems. Dylan Sauer has caught Nico Hout. The Battle of the Lambos can now commence.
Yep,
One
they're
gold.
not.
One should be gold.
It's like Nick's livery is the front end of Dylan's. Like Dylan's, they're all yellow, and then you have Nick's that turns into like the.
Yeah, it's like
Starts with the yellow on the back.
it's like they're Voltron and they're gonna connect together. Although, if you look really closely, the yellows are different.
I'm no longer interested. On to the next battle.
Yep, whatever. We're out of here. Let's go watch
Listen,
Carl again.
Nick, Dylan, I'm not mad.
Well, Dylan is running the Iron Lynx livery, so that's
fair.
acceptable. And Nick Kohout has like fun 80s colors, so that is also acceptable.
So I'm curious to see the lap times here because that's Carlos Guzman ahead. Can Dylan use Nick to get to Carlos?
I mean, they're catching him, and they're also bringing Jose with them. Because Jose has now closed the gap to it. Hello?
Hello?
My audio just like popped. Did anybody else hear that? Did that come through, or was it just me? It sounded.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay. Okay. They heard it on the stream.
That random gunshot noise.
I don't know what it was, but my eardrums hurt now.
Oof.
That was weird. It was
us
like
Florida man ears are immune to that apparently.
it was like very aggressive ear popping, but it came through my my headphones. And since I'm using earbuds, they're like in there.
Oh, they're in there?
Yeah, they're totally like they're deep in there.
Robeson.
And it's moist and gross.
So Heslin loses it in the hairpin. So Mark Robeson. Oh no.
Kyle was winning.
No.
That is Miller also in the grass. Kyle had this possibly in the bag. I don't know if Mark was gonna catch him.
I see contact.
Do you have a replay? Do you want to look at a replay? We haven't done a replay.
Yeah.
Just let me know when you're ready for a replay. We'll do a replay. I'm gonna say replay a couple more times.
A replay, yeah. So it looks like the replay is going to be Miller.
Oh, well, okay, you're not ready for replay yet. I was clicking on the replay. You know what else we have? We also have a track map. Check this shit out.
Wait,
look, there's a track map. I even put in a track map. We didn't even talk about it. Who cares?
Oh no, Kyle. Okay, I got the replay.
All right, hit me, daddy.
Yep. Well, actually, what's going to happen is a Pink Daddy's going to hit this Aston Martin.
So Miller under the brakes. Ooh, did Kyle just not brake early enough?
I don't think so. He like panicked.
That is an oof.
Oh, he almost beached himself there.
Jose is now having a look at Dylan Sauer. So Nick Kohout is getting a little bit of a breather as Dylan Sauer now finds himself under attack from Jose Guzman, who has not had the best luck in turn whatever it is down the hill. I don't know if they count the kink as a corner. They probably do, because why not?
Kinks matter, Chris. Kinks matter.
Jose touching grass on corner entry and corner exit. I'm not kink shaming, Joey.
I mean, sounds like it. You're saying that kink shouldn't count?
Ooh, Jose looking to go around the outside here. Dylan Sauer is going to exit wide, keep him behind.
This is going to be... Oh, Jose's going on the move. He's looking. Nope.
Look. Not a good place to try to pass there. I would have broke early and got a better run on the exit, but that's just me.
Yep. And they are still sort of close to Nick. Nick's kind of pulling away a little bit, but Nick is reeling it in
Ooh la la.
Carlos here. La, 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 la. So yeah, this is Nick's in a gold sandwich right now.
Well,
And Nick being Nick is not going to let anyone by.
yeah, Nick he won silver last season, was going to move over to gold, and then we had 1,000 people sign up that are really, really fast. So we had to adjust our cutoff line for gold. That is how Nick Kohout, Mark Robeson, and Mr. John Barrett ended up in silver. Through no fault of their own, they are not slow. I can't catch any one of them.
Yep.
But I figured those guys would be fighting at the top of silver. And I was kind of right, because Mark is currently top of silver. And Jose is facing backwards again. Guess where? Turn 2. That is 3 times I've seen it so far.
Depending on who you're rooting for, you hate to see it. Or you love to see it.
I mean, I hate to see it. I don't like seeing people like spin out and have bad races or whatever.
Unless it's me.
But I kind of get a little bit of enjoyment watching Porsche struggle every once in a while because there's
for sure.
so many of them. Don Belanger on the back of Mr. Blanchette. The Lexus being very, very strong. I believe it got a negative 21 DOP here, I think.
Damn.
Which is not as much as I thought it was going to get, but it's on par with the GTR, although not as strong, obviously. But he has the VHS tape of Don Belanger right behind him. That little smiley face staring at him.
Yep. Basically, Don is trying to insert his VHS
That's right.
into the chat. That one was for Dylan.
Do you know
Dylan
the slogan
spot.
of VHS stores everywhere? I want to know how old you are. It starts with B.
No idea.
Be kind, rewind. Because they wanted you to rewind your VHS before you brought it to the store.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yes.
Because people would
feel like I
watch the
probably saw
movie
that, but yeah.
and then stick it back in the case and take it back to the store, and they would have to unbox it, rewind it. Shut up, Luis.
Luis, you're like 2 years old. Just stop.
You're not going to do to me what you do to Ryan on his stream. I don't care. I will ignore you. He loves to go into Ryan's stream and say, Ryan. Ryan goes, what? And he just doesn't say anything. He just leaves him hanging. It's kind of funny. Nick Kohout is off a bit. Stays on track. I'm not sure if he was trying to avoid a back marker there, because that looks like Tanner Sudi. Or if he just carried a little bit too much speed. He's going to drop behind Dylan Sauer.
Yeah, so that happened.
Yes. Rick, I do remember the machines that their only purpose was to run VHS quickly. Yep. And occasionally they would eat them.
Dude, I remember like in middle school, high school, we had a movie gallery down the street just outside of our subdivision. So it was like a mile and a half bike ride. And like we would go down and rent games and movies from the movie gallery.
Heck yeah, man. You could rent entire gaming consoles from Blockbuster Video.
Dude, those are the good when they could trust you to bring it back. Those were the days, man.
That's how old I am. I remember on a Friday night going to McDonald's and getting 39-cent cheeseburgers and then going over to Blockbuster Video and getting some games and movies to rent for the weekend because it was 3 days you could rent them for. That's how old I am.
And then, if you didn't do that, you'd go to McDonald's and play video games at McDonald's while you ate your chicken nuggies. Remember those days? Or were you too old at that point?
I was too old for that.
Yeah, then if you did it, it was just weird. But I was old enough to where it was not weird.
Yeah, they're like, why is that teenager here? Get him out of here.
So Carter gets around Jose, by the way. Carter
Jose's car
probably
looks
wishing this.
very sad.
Oh, as he eats another curb. Yeah, this is. Oh, Jose. I think that hood's bumping up a little bit, up and down. So, yeah, that's a sad Porsche.
Check back in with Dawn. Still stuck behind Sir Blanchett.
And Max Sticks still stuck behind Mark.
Yeah, he looks like he's got to run here. Mark is going
On
to
the outside?
defend. Yeah,
Maybe,
Mark is
yes.
defending.
Give it to him, Mark. Give it to him.
Max has the
Yeah,
inside, but
side by
Mark
side.
is going to have the inside for the right-hander to head up the hill. Nice and
Then
clean.
the Mark runs. Might. I don't know. We're still going to be side by side.
Ooh, Max got a lot of curb on the inside.
How did he keep that alive?
He's very good in
Side
the
by
Porsche.
side.
Around the outside, Mark's going to touch a curb. I think that's going to do it. Yeah.
Yep. Great racing, boys. Side by side through that section was super technical. I'd love to see.
So what happened is now Mark doesn't have the buffer between him and Lukey. So he's got silver driver Michael Lukey, Porsche extraordinaire. Mark is gonna dream about Porsches this evening.
Yep.
They're everywhere.
Yep. He's gonna want to hang on to Max's rear as much as possible. I mean, who doesn't? But he wants to keep that and try to help that toe keep him away from. Sure.
Dawn having a look. Ooh, that's a lot of curb. The Lexus can eat the curbs as the Ferrari cannot.
So another battle here. Carlos Guzman gets a poor run out of the final corner. Him and Dylan Sauer side by side through turn one. Dylan just gets an absolute brilliant exit out of turn one. And just takes him to Gapplebee's real quick.
Well done overtake.
That was beautiful.
Is Carlos gonna have a look back? They come into the kink.
Not quite close enough.
Yeah, I think Dylan's gonna start to pull away here. Got Dylan with a good exit.
Do want to give a quick shout out to Bruno. He is currently leading bronze by 40 seconds ish, 45 seconds to Matt Melanson.
Yeah.
And I know that Bruno even had that really rough spin early on in the race. So great recovery from him. And currently running in the front for bronze.
Yep, just let Danny by. Danny with his 14-second lead, and then Rados is 14 seconds ahead of Zach. So the top three really spread out.
Top three doing F1 reenactments.
Yeah. I mean, Danny from turn one checked out, disappeared. Rados unfortunately lost a lot of time battling traffic after his pit stop, which it do be like that.
Rados just getting a taste of his own medicine tonight, that's for sure. It's been so dominant over the past season and the first race of this season. So,
I mean,
a nice little piece of humble pie.
He knows what everybody else felt like last week.
Yep.
When he had like a 20-some-odd second lead.
Mark Robeson still keeping Max honest. I doubt he's going to battle because it's not worth losing time. But he is staying close and keeping that gap from Luke behind very well.
Yeah, but I guarantee you if Max makes a mistake, Mark is going to take advantage of it because you gotta have you want that buffer.
Yep, for sure.
Last time around, Mark Robeson a 33.8, Michael Lukey a 33.9. So exactly a tenth between them. Landon Wall of the DT, that is 3 for the race.
Landon Wall DT, so that's probably track limits.
Chat, did I just say that? Could have swore I just said that.
Oh, did you?
Chat, did I just say that Landon Wall got a DT and it was the third one of the race?
Oh. Listen, I don't
Did I imagine things?
I don't listen.
And that's fair.
I
wouldn't listen to me either.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, thanks.
Wow, chat. I see what it is.
I was making sure my old timers wasn't flaring up again.
See, I pay Austin as my the one guy.
He's your verbal fluffer. Okay.
Yeah. It's because I saved him from the Honda. I saved him from the grabs of Andrew Rados.
I tried. Did I not, Austin? Did I not try? When you were like, hey, can you switch him to Honda? Was I not like, please don't? And he did it anyway?
He didn't listen. He listened to me, though.
No, he DNF'd like 3 races in a row. That's what he did. I tried. I threw the life preserver out there, and he didn't take it. He was like, no, I'm going to swim with these sharks, and got fucking eaten.
Listen, you or Rose trying to tell him that there was enough space on that door.
Yeah, and he was like, no, I don't want to pull you down, even though I wasn't racing.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay. I'm not mad.
Okay.
Just disappointed.
He's just going to say, I told you so. I mean, it could have been worse, though, right? Like, look what Carlos Guzman did last season. He waited until the last 3 races, which were the 3 perfect races for the Aston, and switched to the GT3.
I mean, it's a learning experience, right? Like, you join the league, and you learn as you go. And now you're wiser for having done that. Lukey is catching Mark Robeson. Mark a little bit deep into the hairpin there. Let Lukey close that gap down even more. Come on, Mark. Although I think Lukey was winning last week at Red Bull Ring and gave it up, and Mark won. So maybe they'll flip-flop this week. I don't know.
Yeah. So right now the closest battle's on track.
On Blanchett is off in the grass. I think he went a little bit deep.
Yep, and that's gonna. This is my fault.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say we had 3 close battles: Don and Blanchett, then the Lukey Mark battle, and the Carlos and Dylan battle. But as soon as I thought about it, Kevin went off. So I'm sorry, Kevin.
Yep, it's all Joey's fault. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
So a Nissan, 2 Porsches, and 2 Ferraris in the top 5. And then a Lexus, and then just more Porsches.
Austin says, now I know Rados is like devil in disguise with car choices. I won't follow the words. See? Yep. Wise words. Wise lessons learned.
See, how many people did he coax out of their cars into Porsches for this week? And look at them.
Yep.
Rados was already in it.
Trying to tell them all not to listen to him.
Rados was already in it. Heish was already in it.
Oh, Kevin.
I mean, Chemo is doing the best out of the people that switched to the Porsche this week. Because Max already signed up and Lukey already did. So Chemo is the big winner in the Kool-Aid drinkers.
I survived the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I do have some fun excitement in the coming weeks that will remove one Porsche from the list. And it's going to be smooth. Chat, never make a bet in New World Sim Racing. I learned my lesson, and someone else is about to eat their own words as well.
Oh, poor Carter.
No, poor Porsche.
Rados' babby boy is gonna have his Porsche taken away.
I heard he's been enjoying it. That's an unfortunate part.
2.5 minutes to go. Danny has a 28-second lead. So something happened with Rados because he ran a 35.3 last lap, and Zach Heish is now 3 seconds behind. Is Rados fuel saving?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, he has a lot of damage on the front end of his car.
Rados. Chat, this is why you don't drink the Kool-Aid. This is the cult leader himself.
We don't know if it was him. It could have been a back marker. Could have been an incident. We don't know.
I mean, that would be fitting. Yes. I just saw the contact sheet. So what happened?
Well, he hasn't lost a position yet. So, I mean, he should be able to hang on. 2.8 second gap, 2 minutes left to go. I imagine that car sucks to drive now. But he's a professional. Michael Lukey has got. Where's Danny? So Danny is headed towards the hairpin now. So he's gonna have one more to go. So Mark has to hold on for the rest of this lap. 2 more laps, I guess.
This was a while ago. Okay.
Yeah, I just happened to notice that Danny had a considerable lead and that the 14-second gap to P3 had vanished. And that his lap times have dropped off because of the damage. And then I saw the front end of the car and everything makes sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It will be reviewed.
Yeah. We'll leave it at that.
Yep. Everything gets looked at
Yep.
some point during the week.
Yep, I think Rados will be okay. We're on the final lap, right? So he's just got to hold on for one more lap.
Well, yeah, Danny should be final lap as he is rounding the last corner now. So this will be the final lap of the race.
That is just a very sad looking push.
Alright, man, the leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push.
Yeah, Zach,
We currently,
about 2 seconds back. I mean, he can see Rados.
it's, as they always say, it's one thing to catch him, it's one thing to pass, and it's Oulton Park.
Yeah, he
I
was
think
one.
as long as Rados keeps us in the point in the right direction on the asphalt, he should be okay.
Yeah, he was. Zach was 1.2 seconds faster last lap, and the gap is just under 2, so it could be close at the end. Jose Guzman drive-through. That's 4.
Oh, well.
So there you go. If you bet 4 for the amount of drive-throughs, congratulations, because we didn't do a poll.
Carlos Guzman
Yeah,
has an off.
I just saw that Gap Shrink and Nick Kohout has taken the position from him.
Looks like Carl Big also had a collection. Well, a hit with a back marker, but he's still running P4. So it should be okay.
Yeah, I mean, this track is going to be difficult with
Yeah.
lapping traffic because it is a very one-line track. It's not wide.
Even when you try to get back on track nicely, it's still like super tight.
Danny has crossed the line to take P1.
Andrew Rados holding on for dear life.
2 corners to go. Gap down to 1 second. 9/10. Rados giving a little flash here. We shit talking Rados, but we love you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's like Munchausen's or whatever. Zekish P3, Carl Big. Yeah, he's got a little bit of damage in front of that car. P4. Dawn is going to get P5. Mr. Blanchett P6. Max Diggs currently P7. I see Lukey Flash and Mark Robeson trying to throw him off in the final corner. It's not going to work. It is going to be Diggs, Robeson, Lukey in that order. And then Chemo looks like he will round out the top 10. Jose did not serve his penalty, so he's going to get a 30-second added on.
And drops.
Kyle Heslin,
Wait.
P4 in silver, P11 overall. Mr. German, the final car on track. Just take your time, German. We're not waiting on you. You know, we'll just hang out.
I mean, this is a classic racing sim world new right here, honestly.
How do you join exclamation point Discord? Exclamation point SimGrid, I think. There should be, yeah, there. So if you scroll up a little bit, SimGrid.com.
There's the Discord.
So there you go. Yeah, you got to be following the community to take part in the series. Join the Discord. Get in on the action. It's a hot and sweaty time. Danny doing... I thought Danny was doing Donuts. Give me some Danny Donuts.
He's not listening.
Do we have drop rounds? We have 2 drop rounds for the season. This is week 2, so if you signed up now, you could do the rest of the races for the season and still finish with full points. If you joined, we don't know you, you'll be put in an initiation class, which is a red badge. You'll qualify with the bronze drivers, and then once we know your pace, we'll place you, and then you can race with people in your class, win a championship. You don't get a prize or any money or anything like that, but you can say, I did it. And we give you a little thing on Discord next to your name. Thank you for the
Super
follow.
secret chat.
Yeah, you get to, in the previous winners chat where nothing has been posted in like a year and a half. Great.
Things only get posted when someone new joins that chat and they're like, ooh, what's this? And then that's it.
Yeah, it's kind of the same as like the Twitch secret chat that like, nothing gets posted in.
Yeah.
Payments and crisp handshakes, exactly. Anyway, Danny wins, Rydos P2, Zach Keach P3. You can see the list. I have been me. This has been Joey. We have been us.
We are sorry.
Thank you for coming. Next week we're at another track, which I don't know because I didn't look at the list. Exclamation point. Simgrid. It is yeah, so we have it split into gold, silver, and bronze, and then we have the initiation drivers. Mazzano, there you go. Mike's on top of it.
Yep.
Mike, you should run this league.
Misano, a dawn race. So someone's gonna be blinded in some of these corners.
Yes.
Oops.
Yeah, everything is laid out. If you have any questions, just post in the Discord about it. We will be happy to answer your questions and get you started.
Green light. Give it all
Yeah.
you can.
Pretty good race. You know.
Yeah, it was exciting. Good battles. A lot of Oulton deaths. But yeah.
I am going to leave you with the video, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.